Hello and welcome. My name is Jason Brockman, and I will be the host for this TLC session, Preparing for an Online World, presented by Renee Shores. We're excited that you have joined us today to hear Renee's presentation. The chat window will be open during the session, so please feel free to participate or to ask questions. Now, please welcome Renee.
Hello, I'm Renee Shores, and I'm here to speak with you today on behalf of myself and the many other mature students here at Ashford. The world is changing pretty fast. We're living longer and needing more information to become competitive in the current employment arena. The average lifespan is now in the mid-90s or so. That means my life is barely more than half over. I have many long years ahead, and that gives me time to reach for and achieve some personal dreams and goals. First, a little about me. I live in beautiful Kalispell, Montana, in the Northwest Rockies near Glacier International Park. I'm married with 7 kids between us and 20 grandkids spread all over the states. I've returned to college after 30 years. I'm currently pursuing my formal education with a bachelor degree in the complementary and alternative health program here at Ashford. I have a cumulative undergraduate GPA of 3.79. I know, I'm shocked too. After I received my degree, I plan to seek a master's, possibly in business management at the Forbes affiliate here at Ashford. Once I have these degrees in hand, I'll be arranging an internship with a holistic practitioner. There are a few here in Northwest Montana. Over the last few years, I have been compiling material to write my book on herbology. I've also considered perhaps learning how to write a directional guide on how to gather, store, and use herbs available in the Northern Rockies. As part of my research, I would like to include how these plants were used by indigenous cultures that lived here in the past. I've read an incredible number of books to help me with my research, and I read an enormous amount of fiction just for pure enjoyment. I enjoy many genres of music and try to attend as many Renaissance fairs as I can to fit into my time and economic resources. Okay, I sent this proposal for this TLC conference, not realizing that I would be asked to speak. The reason for my proposal was due to my failure to communicate in the class. I was unprepared to take a simple course in online usage. I tried very hard, but it was just assumed that we all had some kind of background in what we were being taught. I had never done any slideshows, public speaking, or PowerPoint. It was horrible, and the class made me feel like giving up. My final paper was met with an appalling lecture from my instructor. But you know what? I've never been much of a quitter. I like to find solutions, and that's why I'm here today, to help my peers to find the solutions and preparing for the online world we live in. When I was in high school, the closest thing we had to computers were manual typewriters, not electric. And in later years, we had some calculators. In fact, I left high school during the 10th grade to marry and was a teen mom. I got my GED when I was 18 and started community college to be a nurse in 1985. I was widowed at 22, and I left college to get a job and support my children. I wish I hadn't. I've lived a very full and often wonderful life, but I've never spoken in public, to an audience. I've participated in business meetings and workshops and spoken in groups, but I had no clue how to set up for this type of presentation. Without my 22-year-old son, I would not have been able to make any PowerPoint ever at all. Now I have a few under my belt and I feel more confident, but please bear with me. I am a beginner. Let's see, I'm missing something. There it is. Okay, so there are some obstacles that we older and determined must jump through or climb over and around. Uh, there are forks in the roads that are not there for our younger peers here in college and out in the world of gainful employment. The changes are all due to technology. You remember the VCR? We either left programming go or had one of our children fix it. Same goes for our microwave. Until they made them pre-programmed and all we had to do was push a button. Now we have these mobile phones. Mine is a dumb phone. That is my dumb phone you're looking at there. It has an actual QWERTY keyboard on it. I really need to upgrade to a smartphone, but if it's anything like my 8-year-old granddaughter's, I may not understand how to use it. But I'm sure she would be able to teach me. I want you to please consider this quote I found in my research for this presentation. It was in the editor's notes of continuing education in college and universities, the challenges and opportunities. New directions for adult and continuing education. Non-traditional adult learners now outnumber traditional full-time residential college students. And the non-credit arena exploded with more program models, technology, and audiences because we're back. We're coming back to college. According to my millennial son, cell phones are the sports cars on the internet highway. Current phones have more computing power than the Range Rovers on Mars. Your smartphone is millions of times more powerful than all of NASA's combined technology computing in 1969. While it was handy, the Mars rover wasn't particularly powerful, having 64 kilobytes of memory and operating at just 0.043 megahertz. That's really, really tiny. In fact, it was less equipped than my coffee maker. When we're forced out of our comfort zones by using all the tools available in our online learning environment, like posting the waypoint and Turnitin and making up PowerPoint presentations like this one, we're learning how to use these wonderful tools to enhance our future careers. Most of the instructors here at Ashford are more than willing to give extra assistance if we ask for it. I've met some awesome educators here. Reach out and talk to the people you're learning from and with. They're interesting people that do more than teach. I met an excellent author and one of my English literature instructors. The anthropologist that taught my course is so unique, I felt honored to be in the class. The algebra instructor is so passionate about her chosen profession that I felt inspired to succeed in her class. The mentorship program Champs is an excellent way to make lifelong friends. I have. And find yourself so much less alone in our educational journey. So to the educators here, I would like to thank you all for your hard work and for stepping outside of your comfort zone and teaching online. Please just remember that your students are just as eager to learn as your face-to-face students. We're here with a purpose to succeed. Now I'd like to direct some of my attention to the more mature and experienced students and even some of the faculty. Learning to use modern technology does not come easy for some of us. We need to look at changes through new eyes. Sometimes we have so many new things to experience, it comes as an avalanche of information. It seems like a shock to our systems, but we're experienced and capable people. Each time we use the discussion board in each online course to communicate with our class, we're learning how to use text messaging, email, and blogging in a professional environment. By taking our college courses online, we as mature students are catching up to our younger peers and we're giving back some of the advantages. We need to prepare ourselves to move forward with the online world. Everything we need is on there. All the answers that have been found can be found online. Through action and intention within the online environment, using tools and support people in your life, you can build your personal toolkit for managing life in the online world. Do we need to be technically adept? No. We just need to be knowledgeable in how to find the information. And that is part of what we're learning to do. By attending college online, just learning to do the new things. Having more connections mean you're more likely to hear about new opportunities. Networking is not just a new way for computers to talk to each other. It's an old way of keeping current with our contacts. Branding yourself is important. Getting a LinkedIn account like that. Networking is something we're all familiar with. There are some great ways to network available in the Career Center at Ashford, and the tools available to all the students and alumni. For this reason alone, attending Ashford is well worth the price of admission. That's in my opinion. Networking is essential for all of us in this ever-changing technical world we live in. LinkedIn is a great tool at our fingertips. Can you think of other ways to network, like all the people we've worked with or for over the years? It's a little time consuming to look the folks up, but with the internet, it's become so much easier. Use the connections offered at Ashford. The administrators and behind the scene folks are willing to help in any way. This education that we're paying for is worth it. There's a mentoring program at Ashford called CHAMPS. I was very impressed with the way CHAMPS can help students of all ages to integrate into learning online. There are numerous programs to help us succeed. Check out the Career Center and watch for alerts to seminars. They're available to all of us, from how to use online library system to career opportunities. Remember, we're never too old to learn. When you add a degree to all of our previous experience, there is no way to fail in the new online world. I'd like to leave you with an idea. I look at my grades as paydays. I know I've earned a great paycheck if my score is higher than 85%. To the older students, that equals a B. I find every A to be a bonus, and I like a great bonus. C is an average. I've never been very average. Getting great grades in college helps fill out your resume with some awesome eye candy for your future employers to see. So take every opportunity to explore the benefits of getting invited to honor societies, mentorship programs, and public speaking events. All of these are experiences to help us grow our contacts and to learn essential skills for our future. Now get online and find the knowledge that is waiting for us. Slow it down or speed it up. Research more than what is required. You'll be amazed what you may learn. Best of luck to all of you. I know you can do this. I am, and I'm a grandmother. The future is ours too. Please do not leave this little presentation feeling like you wish you could be like me. You are like me. We had some great speakers. Thank you for attending my presentation. I've enjoyed speaking with all of you today. If you have any questions, I'd be delighted to answer them. Thank you and enjoy the journey.